This is Adam Gair, you're now watching Sporting Icons.
Alright, Adam Gair. It's been, well, a few weeks since I last seen you, but last time I did see you, you had a hell of a fight.
Did you enjoy it?
I loved it.
Well, that's it, I've done my job then, didn't I?
And what's been the reaction to people online and whatever for it?
Everyone seemed to enjoy it, you know what I mean? Obviously Nik didn't, but everyone else seemed to love it, you know what I mean? Everyone who was there at the night enjoyed it and obviously served its purpose.
I mean, we have kind of turned Nik into a bit of a meme with "don't ever do that to me again," but it was good though.
He was upset, wasn't he, over this, but obviously I understand where Nik's coming from. We spent weeks and weeks and months, do you know what I mean, perfecting skills and doing everything, and then obviously for me to just go out there and just have a street fight really in a ring, do you know what I mean? It was pretty much for him. I can understand why he's upset, but it was exciting, wasn't it?
Are you and TK friends again now?
Oh, well, definitely, do you know what I mean? It's nothing personal to me. Get in there, do the job, shake hands, that's it, do you know what I mean? And I wish TK well. I hope he wins every fight he has after my fight, do you know what I mean?
And you're out again on February 26th. Again, it's a job show. You'll be fighting Perry Howe, I think his name is. And what's your thoughts on him and how the fight's going to go?
I don't know a lot about him. Nik sent us some things, but I haven't watched him. Just another prospect. He's not a journeyman, do you know what I mean? That's the whole top and bottom of it. I don't want to fight any journeyman. I want to build towards that British title, and obviously fighting another prospect, that's going to do me the world of good fighting him, do you know what I mean? So hopefully it's another exciting fight for everyone watching, do you know what I mean? I'm not.
So are you hoping to get a title in this year?
Yeah, most definitely, do you know what I mean? I'm not hanging around, do you know what I mean? I could have been, the last fight I could have fought a journeyman, this fight I could have fought a journeyman. I'm fighting like, TK might not be a prospect now, do you know what I mean? He might be going in the away corner and going on the road, I don't know. This other man isn't a journeyman, he's another prospect, and obviously beat him. I want to fight someone better than him, do you know what I mean? I want to keep stepping up the level, so like we could have, the northern area should have been on the line. That last time, whatever happened, it wasn't on the line. So this year I can't see why not. The British is vacant, the English is vacant, the Commonwealth's vacant, and I'll fight anyone for them. Do you know what I mean? That's it. I'm not bothered.
So you plan on any kind of post-weigh-in shenanigans with your opponent?
Well, we'll have to see what he does, you know what I mean? If he gets himself excited, or if he tries to pull any little stunts, obviously he'll have to know that I'm in charge, and that's that, do you know what I mean?
And how are you doing with tickets?
Tickets are flying out, to be fair, and the show's nearly sold out, do you know what I mean? So like these shows, look at the heat today, this is the way boxing should be, do you know what I mean? It's promoted the right way, interviews, tickets are flying out, I'm fighting a good fight. It's not like you're going to a show to watch 7 prospects fight 7 journeymen and all win 40-36 all the way down the card, do you know what I mean? Or 40-30 now, whatever, do you know what I mean? Just what is the point, do you know what I mean? Like this is how it should be.
I mean, going back to your last fight, if anybody thought that you didn't have a chin, you certainly got a chin, haven't you?
Everyone knows that about me, do you know what I mean? It's not a good thing to know, like it is a good thing to know, but it's not a good thing to show everybody. But he did catch us with some good shots. I never felt like I was going to get stopped or anything like that. I never felt like I was buzzed or hurt or anything like that. But that was the whole point, to get in there and let's get everyone talking, do you know what I mean? Let's have a fight, do you know what I mean?
Well, I think your profile has definitely increased since then, hasn't it?
Yeah, hopefully, do you know what I mean? And with this fight, hopefully, this man I'm fighting, hopefully he's coming to win. Well, he will be coming to win, and let's just hope for another good fight, do you know what I mean? I want to have exciting fights, and I want to fight for titles, so hopefully this is going to take us in that direction.
And your stablemate, Rob Ismay, is he? He's called out Alan Babbage. Is that a fight that you'd like to see?
Almost definitely, do you know what I mean? Will Babbage fight someone like Izzy? Will he? I don't know. Will the business side of boxing stop that fight happening? But if they were coming up here and it was in Newcastle, or there's a show in Newcastle, Izzy's the perfect opponent. He's a big ticket seller. He's a likeable man, and he's a man who can fight. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not just saying it because I train with him. If he hits Alan Babbage, like Alan Babbage got hit in his last fight, Alan Babbage he'll knock Alan Babbage out. So I'd like to see that for Izzy, because then it will put Izzy right up there as well, do you know what I mean? You're not having some gimmick, and I'm not calling him a gimmick, but fighting people who's there for him to look good, do you know what I mean? Let's see him in a proper fight. He's not about fighting for a world title, isn't he? That Bridgeweight world title. But let's see if he can beat someone like Izzy before we talk about that, do you know what I mean?
I remember about a year and a half, 2 years ago, you were calling out Marsellos Wilder. We know that his arse went. Is there anybody out there that you really want to fight?
There's no one. It's never really personal for me, boxing. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, the Marsellos Wilder was just trying to get my name out there, and obviously, if he took the fight, I could have gone to Las Vegas, knocked him out, and watched Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder from ringside. Do you know what I mean? So that was like that was the whole thing with that. And as far as now, I want to fight for the British title, and obviously, I want to try and get someone out the sport. Do you know what I mean? I've got like obviously a son now, a missus there, and at the minute, I'm not earning anything out of boxing. And I'm putting my life on the line, so I've got to kind of stop being selfish and think, well, right, I know, like, obviously, I don't want anything to happen to us, you know what I mean? But obviously, I need to start, and if I'm going to take these risks, I need to start and have something behind us where if anything goes wrong, there's something in place for them, do you know what I mean? So I'm not going to call anyone out. I haven't got anyone in mind I want to fight, but whoever's got the British title, I want to fight them.
In the meantime, I don't mind seeing you fight someone with a similar record as yours, as Tommy Fury.
Tommy Fury, I think he's doing like heavyweight, isn't he? Is he cruiserweight now? Is he? Well, if it was a British title eliminator or a British title fight or something like that, and he was to stand across the other side of the ring and I had to beat him to do that, then that fight would happen. But as far as calling him out, he wouldn't get the fight anyway. So what was be the waste? Do you know what I mean? Waste of time. It's all a business move. I've come to learn. Do you know what I mean? You could want to fight someone and they could want to fight you, but if no one wants to put it on the show and no one wants to pay us to fight each other, or if he's even want to fight each other for free, if no one wants it on the show, you're not getting on. So me and you could want to fight each other, it might not happen because
I ain't fighting you.
I said that in the other interview, like, but that's the thing. Do you know what I mean? That's like in hindsight. Just because two people, like I could call the full country out now on this interview, say you and you're getting it. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, if it doesn't make sense for whoever's putting the show on, they're not going to do it. So you're wasting your time. Do you know what I mean? It's a complete waste of time.
That is very true. It's very true. So February 26th, you've got a few tickets left. I'll put your social media, Twitter and your Instagram in the description box, so click on that and just drop you a message to pick up the remaining tickets.
If anyone wants tickets, just drop us a message. Or even the Jobs Promotions. Jobs Promotions is on all them social media sites as well. They're building their social media site up, so if anyone wants to... If anyone, do you know what I mean, you can either message me or message them, and anyone wants any details on the show, even like the interviews, everything, hit their page up as well, do you know what I mean? Let's everyone, do you know what I mean, let's get everyone on the map.
Good card though, isn't it?
Oh, a very good card, you know, obviously I'm top of the bill, and I'm proud to be top of the bill. I'm glad I'm not fighting someone from like a journeyman. No disrespect to the journeyman, do you know what I mean? I respect them all. What a way to earn your living, do you know what I mean? The game men, do you know what I mean? You can't not respect them, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm not here to go 20-0 against journeyman. I'm here to see how good I am, and if I can win the British title, then let's have it.
Actually, before you go, just popped in my head, you versus Michael Webster one day. Well, I know that you guys are kind of friends.
We're half getting on, like we've been for food and everything like that. He's never mentioned me in an interview, and I don't want to mention him because I don't want to be like, do you know what I mean? If the British title's on the line and we're both getting money where it's going to maybe go towards a house or buy a house or whatever, I don't see why not. But like we could go and spar each other, we could help each other get in line for the British title if one of us gets the fight. Like it's there, do you know what I mean? I'll fight anyone. Look, I'm fighting prospect after prospect. I know TK now going the away corner on that, but he was a fight where I could have lost. This next fight's a fight where I could lose. I'm stepping up and fighting them fights, you know what I mean? So realistically, I'll fight anyone, do you know what I mean? So as far as him, he's in the northeast, but I think the longer that fight gets left, the bigger it gets. And I think maybe one day that could be for the British or whatever, but at the same time I hope we both can make the right moves, the right business moves, and both get rewarded for fighting each other. Do you know what I mean?
So basically any of the names that I mentioned, as long as there's like a title on the line, which is important, it's all about legacy.
Yeah, 100%. And when you're done boxing, you know, if I'd have retired through COVID, when I put the weight on and that, if I hadn't gone to Nixon, I'd have just said, you know what, I can't be bothered. I wouldn't have dared tell people I was a professional boxer, because you Google me and go on boxer and look at my first five fights, and again, no disrespect to who I fought, who I beat, absolutely nobody. Do you know what I mean? Now, like see it, you've got TK, you've got Perry Howe. After Perry Howe, I want someone better than him. Do you know what I mean? And I want to step up that way to get to my maximum. Do you know what I mean? Get my limit. Let's find out how good I am. Do you know what I mean? And obviously, when people look back on my record, I'm gonna have good names on there. If it is all being well, do you know what I mean? As long as I can get them, I'll have them on there.
All right, Adam, I'm sure that between now and then I'll catch up anyway, and I'm sure that people will certainly be watching your weigh-in quite intently to see what happens.
I'm about doing a press conference, you know. I don't know if that'll be there or what, but it'll be exciting if he is.
All right, Adam, good to see you.
Thank you, mate.